We had a knockout on the strip first, now it's time to find out the main reasons why I stick around. Welcome to the greatest place in the world to live, the best hub surrounded by many awesome places that'll be releasing soon like Utah and Sedona. This is part 2 of a special 2-part series on and off the strip. You ask for more of me and you're gonna get it. This is Nick Hawk's top 10 favorites, Las Vegas, off the strip. Number 10.
Shoot stuff.
You could do almost anything you want in Vegas, including driving a tank or a monster truck, blowing up or crushing a car with a large excavator, shooting 50 caliber guns, grenade launchers, machine guns, even out of a helicopter. Check below for links to my favorite spots. Number 9.
Jewelry and minerals.
Not too far off the strip is my favorite store in the world, holding one of my most favorite things in the world, the largest crystal ball ever made, and it's on display for free to view. Steve Wynn commissioned a company to mine it, but it cracked, so they had to mine a new one. It took too long, so here the $500,000 crystal sits. I'm still negotiating to buy the crystal ball, but they won't budge from $500,000. If you've never heard a singing bull, you're in some desperate need for some healing sound therapy. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths. Yes, I bought it, many other pieces. Here's my front yard. Number 8.
Take an MMA class.
Vegas is home of the UFC, and there's no better place to train with some killers. I received my BJJ black belt under one of the best, Robert Drysdale. He has a place not too far off the strip where you can take a class or get a private lesson. After you take a class, I recommend going to Chinatown and getting an affordable massage. Or better yet, go to one of my new favorite spots, LV Holistic Health. This is me after sucking down a big bag of MEAD and doing some ozone therapy. They offer lots of good stuff, including chiropractic work, shock therapy, stem cells. They just got a cryo bed. A new yoga studio just went in. I talked the owner into getting a float tank, and I'm excited to try it out. They also have a hyperbaric and red light therapy, but I have those at home. Number 7.
Kayak the Colorado River.
There are 2 places to put in. You can pay a company to put you in by the Hoover Dam, right down there on the left side, and you end up at Willow Beach, 7 miles away. 2 miles down, you can stop and see the popular Arizona Hot Springs. Most people hike over 2 miles down White Rock Canyon or Hot Spring Canyon miles to get to them. The second place to put in is Willow Beach, and they have rentals. Make sure you find the Emerald Caves. It's just 2 miles upstream by marker 4, or 5 miles down from the dam. GPS it. Go midday when the sun is bouncing off the yellow rocks to see the green water. The last time I kayaked the 7 miles, I did it with a client and the wind picked up and we almost ended up camping. Kayaking is a workout. I trained before going, especially if you're doing the 7 miles, and wear gloves. Number 6.
Play with animals.
Hey, buddy. What's happening? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Ouch. Oh.
If you take me on a date, I'll never be disappointed if animals are involved. I have no idea what the hell this thing is, but I like it.
I haven't made out with someone this hardcore in a long time.
Vegas also has old show lions you can eat lunch with, a dolphin exhibit at the Mirage, a shark tank you can swim in at Mandalay Bay, and Seacrest has lots of fun ones as well as otters you can handle.
Hey.
Oh, you're gonna get
Shower of the day.
We are halfway through. Here come the top 5. Number 5.
Helicopter rides.
I've had the pleasure to accompany a few clients on this Grand Canyon and down the strip ride. It's one of the best in the world. You take off close to the McCarran Airport and head east. Heading towards the Grand Canyon, great views of Nick Hawk Mountain. I live backed up to it. Then you swing by Lake Las Vegas, another pretty area where you can do stand-up paddleboarding and do an inflatable obstacle course on the water. Up and over Lake Mead, and then you fly over both sides of the Hoover Dam. Then you hit the Grand Canyon. They actually land in the middle of it to take a break and have a picnic. Right next to the Colorado River. Here's a shaky-ass shot from my client. I'm pretty sure she wasn't in a moving helicopter. Time to head back and catch the sunset. I get to watch 6 helicopters fly over my house on busy nights. And over the bowl of fire. And back by Nick Hawk Mountain. Do you see me down there? Then you pass over downtown and cruise down the strip.
You know all about me, so take me or leave me. Whatever you do, don't take me too seriously. It's Sin City, it stays when you leave me. I can never go back to what you call reality. Las Vegas is where I get that gigolo swagger. Entertainment capital, that's why I came here. My big ass sandbox and I like to play here. Lights, camera, action, I make it happen here.
And here's a shot of the new Raiders Stadium. Number 4.
Hike.
Red Rock is the best spot. It includes a 13-mile scenic loop drive. Calico Tank Trail is my favorite. It's a really fun, moderate 2.5-mile return hike that has a view of Las Vegas looking east towards Nick Hawk Mountain. I've hiked half the world and I'm never upset when I go out there. I also recommend doing Nick Hawk Mountain starting at Frenchman's Mountain Trailhead, as well as hiking Mount Charleston, only about 45 minutes from the Strip. The 8-hour summit hike is on my bucket list, and Mary Jane Falls is a good one there. Not too far off the road is this fun and magical hot spring. You might catch me out here on a full moon night. This is my first continual shot for this series. Maybe next time I'll have a steady cam and not run. Maybe. Number 3.
Drive something fast.
There's a few companies in town that allow you to drive Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and more. After a simulator or video, depending on the company, you'll have a driver sitting passenger with a brake reminding you how to drive, but you're in control. Coming around this corner is me driving a Ferrari over 130 miles an hour. There is also a company that will allow you to drive a NASCAR on the Vegas Speedway. That's on my bucket list as well.
Sky Combat Ace is exhilarating and exciting and totally surprising. The most surprising thing to me was being able to truly fly the plane. I didn't know that I would have complete control of it, to be able to spin and flip and stall.
This is the dopest thing I've ever done besides some animal and nature stuff. I forgot how many G's we hit, but the pilot said I almost knocked him out when I was dogfighting my client. We both had puke bags in our hands on the flight back, and we had to sit on a couch for 30 minutes before I could drive. Number 2.
First Fridays.
As you know, if you watch my Top 10 LA, I'm a huge fan of art. This is one of the best art shows you can find with food vendors, live music, and tons of exhibits with starving artists. Their vision is to constantly, emphatically seek, discover, inspire, and explore creativity in all its forms, to ignite the creative spirit that exists within and defines us all as human. I approve. It surprisingly has a bunch of healthy and good food options. This is me enjoying some organic ice cream before I went keto. Number 1!
Lake Mead.
Only about 40 minutes the other direction of the Strip east, you'll find my favorite thing to do off the Strip. There are a couple of marinas where you can put in. I go to Colville Bay because there's usually less people and it's closer to my favorite spot, Sandy Beach, to hang, play frisbee, and run around with my dogs before we wakeboard. I totally forgot my dogs. Between the canyons, you'll typically find glass water in perfect conditions. Everybody thinks that they'll get up on a wakeboard their first try, but it rarely happens. The secret to success is allowing the boat to pull you up over onto the board and keeping your knees bent once you're up. There are places to rent boats if you're visiting. Lake Mead is one of the largest and cleanest lakes in the U.S. with 300 square miles of water. It provides Vegas with 90% of its drinking water. You can also drive up to and film music videos right next to the Hoover Dam. I just filmed You Can't Talk As Much As Me here. Link will be below when I release it. And always stay for the sunset, watch for bighorn sheep, and if you're not too tired, stay for the great stars. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, comment where you think I should go next or anything I missed, and subscribe to see where we go next. It's time to edit Sedona. I'm Nick Hawk, and thanks for watching my top 10 favorites Las Vegas off the Strip. Peace, love, and fight on, my homies.